Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 103, and we are hopefully about to kill a dragon. Bodhi Bodhi. Otis Bodis. He's very affronted. Like, he wants pets, but he's like, why are you petting me in a weird way, Papa? Well, because you're laying in a weird way. Weirdo. Alright, let's go. See how this... Greyboar meticulously scans the surrounding area and appears pleased with the results. The talon-like hooks of several collapsible spikes protrude from his pack. The dwarf produces a small, tightly wrapped bundle from his pocket, and its pungent smell fills your nostril. Come over here. This is where we'll set up an ambush for the dragon. Light as many fires as we can, so she thinks there's a whole caravan staying here overnight. You can be sure she won't resist such easy prey. I do know there are some mean, angry dragons around. Some of them even eat the small, nice ones, or so I heard. Anyway, I will fight like a beast, and I'll even growl like one too. This wicked old dragon won't eat me. That's funny, considering the dragon beat the shit out of Ivu the last time. How do you plan to lure in the dragon here? We will act like a group of careless foragers, ordinary hunters looking for wild game to provision the Crusader army. Let's go out hunting, and then we'll hang the carcasses up on hooks to clean and gut them. When the dragon catches the scent of blood and sees the fires, she'll think we're inexperienced nobodies. After all, no skilled hunting party would draw so much attention to them. Easy prey, you see? Then, when she swoops down upon us, we'll pounce on her instead. What's that stench? It's frog's eye, some herb from Magnamar used as seasoning by the Verizians. I'm not sure they can even eat anything without it. The heat of the fire will cause the smell to rise up in the air, where the wind will carry it far and wide. The dragon will surely catch our scent and take interest. Dragons have a heightened sense of smell, and their sense of taste is even more discerning. The beast won't be able to resist the chance to try some strange, new kind of meat. That's awful. I don't want to hear any more stories about dragons eating people. It's sad and just wrong. We are not ready for battle. The disappointed shrug, the dwarf spits to the side. If you say so, tell me when you're ready. Okay, so yeah, if that's the case, it is time for the buffening. So, let us go through the motions of all of the different buffs, shall we? We're going to do see invisibility, of course. Not that I think that's really going to matter in this particular instance. We will probably be doing Good Hope instead of heroism, basically. But we need to do Greater Magic Fang. Not sure why Ivu has 1 health. Since we rested afterwards. Did he resurrect with 1 health? Kind of unfortunate. Here's what it is. 1 minute per level should be fine. Okay. We want a mirror image as well from a defensive standpoint. We want to blur a bunch of people, actually. Basically all of our melee individuals. Say that, I might just blur literally everyone. So I'm not sure I care about most of the rest of these. Okay, so fear effects, right? So we can put Unbreakable Heart on ourselves, but that's only 1 round per level. So I feel like that is not the anti-fear effect that we're really going for. So we'll look around. We've got mage armor as a definite. We've also gotta put... should put that new breastplate on him. Chainmail of the Dragonfly. Honestly. Is not superior, actually. Because it has a max of 3 dexterity. Gotcha. Unfortunate. What it is. It does increase his flat-footed, but it decreases his touch. Ah, whatever. Gotcha, you can do that outside of battle. Okay, cool. So we've done that.
This war must end.
Do I want enlarge person on anyone? Not currently. Do I want reduce person on anyone? Not currently, I think. We do want to false life ourselves. We want to delay poison communal, just in case. I don't think that's going to be a thing, but, you know, never know. False life greater. Definitely. Death ward. I don't think death ward matters in this case. And then the rest also don't matter. So, we want bark skin on her, I think. That ups her by 3? 2. That's good. And then we want Longstrider, absolutely. Aspect of the Falcon, absolutely. And Hurricane Bone, absolutely. Okay, sweet.
I will help where I can.
We've got Angelic Aspect, 1 up. We've got Effortless Armor, which I just want to check. 28. Yeah. Oh, it's check penalty. Gotcha. Oh, that's just fine. This is what we are after, right? So now our Aura of Courage makes all allies within the aura immune to fear, magical or otherwise. So, Aura of Greater Courage, what we want. Bless Weapon, put it on ourselves, and put it on Chile. I don't know that it matters in that particular instance. Like, I'm not sure we actually need that, truth be told. True Saying on... Let's put that on Sela. Sela's been doing a lot of damage here lately. We'll do Angelic Aspect. We will do a Protection from Energy Communal. From Protection from Energy Fire Communal. We will do a Greater Magic Weapon on Sela. We will do Magical Vestment on Social. And Social. And 1 on Greybor. And probably one on Arushale. And then resist. I don't know if resist energy communal stacks, but I'm gonna assume that it does, and we're gonna try to put it on. Okay, so yeah, we have resist fire on, and we have protection from fire on. So I'm hoping resist fire is going to reduce the amount that we take from each fire thing by 10. And the protection from fire is going to absorb up to 120. So that's going to give us a little bit of extra added protection. So fingers crossed there. Effortless armor is fine. We are going to do protection from evil communal. We're going to do bull's strength there. And we're going to do... Greybor does... He does strength. Oh, but they both have +4s, so that's actually not useful for them. Is a composite short bow, so that does matter. We could give +4 to... We could probably just put it on ourselves, put it on Social. Right, there's no real reason not to. Okay, sweet, whatever. Align weapon. I feel like we have to align anybody's weapon. But I could be wrong on that. We'll keep that in mind for later. But magic weapon, we can definitely magic weapon someone. Well, it's primary and secondary. Greybor. I do believe this still stacks, so we'll give it to 2 as well. Sweet. No idea if Shield of Faith. 31. 32. Do we Shield of Faith Greybor?
Commander, I will lend you my aid.
27. That actually does full on him. That's nice. Abilities. Yeah, his abilities don't really matter. Study target, swift. That's fine. Was there something else that I had waited on? Oh, so yeah. It's basically the idea that, you know, unbreakable heart is a thing. So I think Song of Heroic Resolve is probably going to be good for making sure we resist things. Yeah. Okay, I think we're okay now. We're going to save. Go through the motions here. Started. Dwarf nods his approval. He is calm and composed as he readies himself for battle, but his eyes shine with excitement. This is going to be a fine ambush. I can see her, Commander. Get ready to fight. Sound the alarm. Ooh. She's breathing on random tents. That's funny. That is great. I love that.
This is my line of work. Let's see what we can do.
Ooh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Why is Arushale, or why is fucking... I hate that. Get on your fucking mount. You're literally like a mounted combatant. Thank you.
Here we go. Here comes trouble.
Okay. Yes. Do we go for Sense Vitals? Is Devara resistant or immune to No. Okay. I think we do go for Sense Vitals initially. And we instant enemy. Okay, we are going to haste. And we are going to I think Song of Heroic Resolve. No actions left this turn. Okay, so Inspire Greatness instead. Didn't realize the Azada songs did not work with my swift action abilities. That's interesting. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's interesting. So we will swift and just charge. Yeah, get in there. Go. Quite anything so far? We want to spread out as best we can. Intriguing smell you have, little hunters. Has no one warned you that there's a hungry dragon roaming these parts? Well, actually, yes, someone did mention something like that. Alright, come on. Seela's gonna put the fucking hurt down. 23. 42. Ooh. Are you trying to ambush me? You pathetic parasites. You brought this on yourself. Nice. I like that. We did some chunky damage there. Already close to half health. Very, very good. We're just gonna move Bismuth on a... What's Bismuth's attack at this point? +10? That's not horrible, considering... All things considering. I want to give a Ruchelet luck. And then I want to get the fuck out of the potential AoE. And I want to move off to one side with Ember. And I want to try to AC the dragon. That's great. That is fantastic. Okay. So now we just hope we melt the dragon before anything else happens. Here we go. Ooh. No, 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 no. Don't you run, you bitch. Ooh. Ooh. You fucker. Get your ass back here. You will regret this. I will remember you and we will meet again. I promise. She promises, Odie. He's like, you promise me kisses? Promise me pets? Okay. Okay, Odie Bodie. Discovered new location, Bloody Trail. Okay. Okay. Not super happy about that. I guess we legit just need to run out of here ASAP. After! Okay. Ooh, alright. Text event. The ground is covered in fresh dragon blood and deep claw marks. The winged silhouette soars high up into the night sky and heads east, doubtless towards her lair. The assassin gives the commander a thumbs up and throws his pack over his shoulder. The ambush was a success. Serious loss of blood, though not fatal, causes the dragon's heart to compensate by contracting more rapidly in order to oxygenate the muscles. Blech. This makes it more difficult for her to breathe and weakens her wing capacity. The lack of oxygen then leads to convulsive seizures that force the dragon to descend for short rests. It takes her the entire night to travel the distance she could normally cover in a few hours. Where are we heading? Oh, shit. That's so far away. Yeah, we're totally... We're totally gonna be exhausted before we get there. Yeah, I mean, we have to, don't we? Since you will have a long time to conquer yourself and find your way again. Who's he talking to? Ah, Arushale. No, I know that once I step off this path, I can never come back. I don't think that's true. I mean, like the event that we already had, you lied to us, but that didn't immediately seal your fate as a demon. I feel like... evade these. Got a lot going on and I'd rather focus. Okay. Dark splotches of dried blood are visible on the ground. Its foul, pungent scent awakens the predatory instinct of the hunt. Everything nearby is splattered in blood as if a battle took place here or someone slaughtered a herd of goats. Yet this blood belongs to neither human nor goat. Its sulfurous odor indicates that this is the blood of a rare fire-breathing dragon. Injured and exhausted, the fleeing dragon stopped here to rest. The commander decides to... I have super low perception. Personally examine the trail to impress the assassin? No, absolutely not. Ask the assassin for advice. The dwarf points confidently to the south. The dragon's lair is hidden somewhere among the mountain gorges. Artisan's Tower has been revealed. Artisan's Tower. Ugh. Takes me so long to catch up. I feel
how impressive your fighting skills are. It's not just good training I can see. You've got talent and a tactical mind too.
Ooh. Who's he talking to?
Well, if we're swapping
Nice.
compliments, you're not a bad fighter yourself. But that does nothing to change the fact that you're a worthless, murdering scumbag, albeit a competent one.
Wow, Sela. Nice. Worthless, murdering scumbag, albeit a competent one. Nice. Very nice. I like. Definitely want to maximize our allotment of units here. I don't remember us picking conscripts. I do like the idea of getting some spearmen. That's okay. You? Some champion. I like the idea of getting some champions. Nice. Hell Knight's gonna head on back over here. Actually, not that great of a difference there. But we'll take those spearmen. That'll be nice. I feel like the paladin's kind of like a waste here. Maybe we take the archer. I kind of don't like. I kind of want to save these. These are the units that we're using for the other army, so I don't want to. I don't want to weaken the other army by splitting units off elsewhere. You know, but the alternative is here are the paladins with us, I guess, which is kind of weird. Is what it is, though. Events. We've got witches. While exploring Sarkorian lands, a group of scouts stumbled upon a hidden settlement of exiles, runaway witches and sorcerers practicing forbidden rituals. Criminals in their homeland, they did not welcome the commander's soldiers and made it clear that they did not want anyone meddling in their affairs. Increased leadership experience points. Finance points. Seven Hell Knights are recruited at the commander's headquarters. 7 Hell Knights is not enough. Well, actually, I mean, Hell Knights are really strong, so 7 Hell Knights is a lot of Hell Knights. I feel like 10 finance points is kind of weak. Right? Like, that's 100 days to equal out to just 1,000 finance points off of that, right? So I do feel like that is kind of rough, but I also do feel like I'm doing a chaotic good type scenario, so I kind of want to lean towards that. That being said, before we decide this, we can actually do Dwarven property now. So this is the Woljif one. Unlocks decree the ransom from the Mountain Kings. 12 shield bearers are recruited at the commander's headquarters, and it adds 1,500 finance points. That's interesting. It's actually not horrible. What are the effects of the other ones? Warden Golems. 3 earth elementals are recruited at the commander's headquarters. And we get sticks. We gain 300 military experience points if we keep the golems inside the walls. And we gain 40 material points if we give the golems to the... I think actually the ransom from the King of the Mountains is probably the favorable thing here. For my preferences anyways. That. Woljif will send the dwarves a counter demand for compensation. After all, the dwarves kept their golems in walls without informing the commander. The clan members will have to pay some coin and soldiers to get their property back. I think that's fair. I don't think it's fair at all. I think it's crazy bullshit. I think I'm going to go with established trade routes because the whole Hell Knights thing just feels really bad. I'm not about to tell the Hell Knights so they can go burn some fucking witches. That's crazy. Establish trade with the settlement. No matter how sinister rituals the witches perform, they are not enemies of the Crusaders. You can trade with them. Agreed. And then we have decrees strengthening the chain of command. The war wears soldiers down and defeatist attitudes sink in. In order to reinforce the discipline, the commander's staff council must look for new... Trade with the witches. Trade with the witches. Ah, fuck. Trade with the witches. Someone's on the road. Oh, shit. The commander and his followers are traversing the mountains, trying to track down the female woundworm that has lately been wreaking havoc across Dresden. The dwarf leading the party approaches the edge of the cliff and points down to the ruins of a tower built upon the rock 300 feet below. Very Sunless Citadel-esque. Its very existence raises a number of questions. Who would dare to build a tower here, so close to the demons? Why would they erect it here at the bottom of a canyon? An expert analysis of the tower's structure provides the answers. Numerous features in its design indicate that the building dates back to the golden age of the Aslanti Empire. It is several times older than the Worldwound, and it was originally constructed on top of a mountain before the cataclysm changed everything. The tectonic plates shifted, causing the tower to sink to the bottom of a newly formed canyon, and the mountains rose up around it like the jaws of a predator, ready to snap shut and bury it beneath the rock forever. The ancient ruins have been abandoned for ages, barely visible amidst the steep cliffs. The tower would have remained hidden had the commander's party not discovered it by following the trail of blood. The dwarf signals that it is time to descend. The alpine path leading to the tower soon splits into two directions. On the left is a rocky ledge, dangerously narrow and visibly unstable. On the right is a broad path, covered in overgrown brambles and thickets. There are many poisonous plants in these mountains, some of which are so dangerous that merely touching them can lead to numerous adverse reactions. These include, but are not limited to, migraines, disorientation, vomiting, hearing and vision loss, paralysis, and even death. The commander assesses the risks and... Well, I mean, so my actual reaction would be to, like, say, well, we have resistance to poison, well, not resistance to poison, delay poison communal up on us, or we did. We don't now because it's been like 2 days, but we have that, and I'd be like, oh, we can just, but this is a text event, and that's not an option. So, yeah, I would rather try to treat someone's stuff with some poison resistance or lesser restorations or even restorations rather than them fall to their death. So let's go with the path of suspicious bushes. Okay. Ah. Ha ha ha. The commander decides to take the path to the right, which leads through the thick foliage and overgrown bushes. It is most likely full of dangerous vegetation and possibly even carnivorous plants. These plants are difficult to distinguish from their less hazardous counterparts, and only a skilled botanist or wild animal native to the area might know which specimens pose no threat to humans and which ones must be avoided at all costs. The commander... This reminds me of a paper I read on game theory about crossing a safe yet faraway bridge, a bridge plagued by falling rocks, or one where cobras slither across it. You read it as research for a term paper? That sounds really cool. So one of the people that I like to watch on, what is his name? One of the people I like to watch on YouTube is the guy who does boss keys, so Game Maker's Toolkit. And I like it because he discusses in-depth theory and design concepts, right? Like, why do game developers design things in a specific way, right? Because they're trying to push you to act or reward you for acting in particular ways, right? So that's it's the same type of situation. I think it's very cool. Anyways. So we have nature, which is actually probably one of our worst things. Orders the most knowledgeable member of the party to lead the way. They will be able to recognize the poison plants and warn others. Or perception orders the most observant member of the party to lead the way through the thicket by following the tracks left behind by local mountain cats. Let's do it. The only way we can fail this is if we critically fail. This turns out to be a smart decision. The local predators tend to avoid the most poisonous plants. At the end of the trail, Arushale notices the recently mummified corpse of a female mountain cat. It fell prey to a thicket of blood-sucking vines. Ooh. The path comes to an abrupt end. A recent rock slide has destroyed this section of the trail, leaving behind only a few footholds for those brave enough to attempt the crossing. The commander's allies hastily tie themselves together with rope, hoping to prevent a fall if anyone loses their footing. The dwarf silently indicates his mountaineering equipment. If they choose to climb down the mountain cliff, they will be able to get back onto the path and avoid the dangers ahead. I like this type of stuff. This is fun to do, like, skill challenges and things like that, basically. It's neat. So we can do either athletics, the strongest of our companions. Oh, it's not letting us choose our pets. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we've got stronger athletics-wise. But we'll do mobility with Arushale. Order the most agile of our companions to carefully lead the party down the slope using ledges as footholds. Arushale is just carrying the team tonight. The commander and the companions descend lower and lower, leaping from one ledge to another. Thanks to her combat expertise and presence of mind, Arushale does not panic or make a single mistake. She skillfully leads her followers across the treacherous terrain, and eventually they reach a secure rock ledge. Oof. With a cry of warning, the dwarf points to the sky. Giant birds of prey circle ominously overhead. Their beak morphology indicates their carnivorous nature, and their large size suggests they consider the commander and her companions to be prospective prey. It is common for them to fling their quarry against the cliffs and then feed on the carcasses. With ear-piercing shrieks, they swoop into formation and dive down to attack. The commander gives the order to scare off the birds. That's gonna be a toughie. Or deal with the leader of the flock at all costs. That's also gonna be a toughie. So we have to have, for Greyboar's success, we need a 12 or higher. For our success, we would need a 16 or higher. So we're going to go with Greyboar. Fingers crossed. Failed. Tear one of the... What? Oh, shit. I rolled a 1. Of course I did. Fighting off winged predators while hanging precariously on a rope over a precipice is not an easy task. Their curved beaks pierce through cloth, leather, and skin, tearing off chunks and flesh. Greyboar makes several attempts to take down the leader of the flock, but to no avail. The commander's allies eventually drive them away, but the birds still manage to tear one of the party members from the cliffs. Greyboar, oh shit! Greyboar falls like a stone towards the tower ruins below. His allies reach out to catch him, and he catches himself. That's so silly. Oh shit! He failed, and I love that the game did the scenario of like, okay, you failed, someone's gonna fall, you gotta catch him, and he's the one who failed, and then he catches himself. Oh, that was great. Oh, shit. My god. And succeed. Greyboar twists desperately in the air and manages to grab onto someone's hand at the last moment. More importantly, he doesn't drag his rescuer off the cliff with him. This is a remarkable feat, even for an experienced climber. The party overcomes every obstacle and finally descends to the ruined tower. The mountain has been conquered, and no one has fallen victim to its treachery. Yes, barely. Now they secretly approach the unsuspecting dragon, stealthily making their way through the surrounding rocks. After leading them to the tower, the dwarf gives his newfound allies a nod of respect and signals for caution. Now, spend 10 minutes buffing everyone again. Fuck. Yeah. Basically. Hold up. Turn that off. Okay, so here's the thing. If this is storytellers here, been? Where the fuck have you been, storyteller? Ugh. Oh, this isn't the permanent lair. Ah, interesting. That's cool. From the tracks, I can tell that this is not the dragon's permanent lair, but merely a temporary refuge. Interesting. Okay, let's head in. Ah, shit. We crept up on the toothy old lizard without her noticing us. Pleasure to work with real professionals. Get a little closer so we can attack when she least expects it. The dragon looms over an old elf, her vicious teeth bared in an angry snarl. You recognize his face. He is called the Storyteller. I know you're in league with those little parasites who wounded me. They sent you to spy on me. They thought I wouldn't crave the crunch of your old bones. They were wrong. I always had a special liking for the taste of elven flesh. But I do love to play with my food. What can you offer me in exchange for your pathetic life? Perhaps I won't kill you if you manage to impress me. Storyteller is pale as a ghost, but he stands strong and doesn't lose his nerve, though his voice trembles slightly as he speaks. A story. Stories are all I have, but some of them are priceless, more valuable than any treasure. This I can offer you in payment. I'm gonna try the stealth. I have a peculiar item on me. Its previous owner was quite sinister, so I think you'll appreciate this story. The storyteller produces a small bundle from his bag and opens it to reveal a golden signet ring. As he holds it up in his shaking hands, the old man's voice suddenly changes. His tone grows shrill and angry, taking on an exaggerated quality as if doing a mocking imitation of someone else. Everything in this throne room is so cheap and vulgar. Ah, that little bastard. Jamandi Aldori knows nothing about luxury, another sorry provincial excuse for an aristocrat, and yet I still must bow my head and smile politely as these sword-wagging half-wits. These poor souls have never known anything more luxurious in their life than this rural parody of a palace. I must convince them that I am at their mercy. Soon they will all beg me for mercy, but I'll see that they're given none. For my name isn't Tartusio. Fuck you, Tartusio, you little bastard. I like the callback, though. Good job. Good job, game. Look at these foolish idiots who want to become a baron. What a parody of louts. A whining, bumbling boor, more beard than face, who drones on and on. An insolent, unwashed wench carrying around a dull gardening tool as her weapon of choice. An undead sadist carrying an endless amount of emotional baggage from her childhood. She's actually alright, to be fair. But as for the infuriating halfling who never shuts up. How I long to take that little journal of hers and shove it into her blabbering mouth so she'll choke on it and be quiet. A worthless creature who clings like a limpet to someone far more important. My greatest rival. Dark Horse. Well, consider this entire performance dedicated to you. The old elf is out of breath, and his diminishing voice becomes harder to discern. Yeah, keep stealthing. Okay. This night will be long and bloody. The mercenaries will storm the palace and kill this useless rabble, hopefully starting with all my rivals. But they won't touch me, for I possess a token of immunity. a ring with King Irovetti's personal coat of arms. After all, it was I who must lead the expedition into the Stolen Lands. Not for stupid titles or glory, no. Imagine becoming that fool Jamondi's bootlicker until the end of your life. No, my precious, witless little soldiers will procure something a lot more valuable than a barony in the middle of nowhere. Something precious is hidden in the Stolen Lands. A wooden sword created by someone who was truly powerful. Nothing like the pathetic scraps of metal worn by these pompous outdoorsy simpletons. No, it is a true instrument of fate. It's a pity I don't know how to use it myself, but King Irovetti will pay me an obscene amount of money for it. Fortune enough for an eternity of endless debauchery. Not to mention the little bonus he'll give me for Jamondi's venture collapsing like a house of cards. Merely a trifle, really. Barely buys you a palace in Absalon. But then... Callistria. This stinkpot with a sword has started flapping her jaws again. Why can't she just shut up? Her manners are worse than a kobold's. Careful now, Tartusio. Don't let anything slip about Jamondi. I hope this loudmouth gets stabbed tonight. The storyteller's voice goes louder and sharper. It's not like you're being kept prisoner. If you don't want to wait, you can always return to the mountains, or whatever other place you crawled out from. I especially advise you to do so if you don't know who the Eldori Sword Lords are. The dragon keeps quiet. Finally she speaks, her voice loud and demanding. How interesting. What happened next? He's legitimately barding her. I love this. So I'm assuming attack is just the right option, but I'm kind of interested in what happens if we do the chaotic step out of cover thing. The dragon turns towards you in astonishment. What? You again? You sent this miserable old dotard to distract me with his chatter while you sneak up on me! Well, yeah. Okay, so nothing changed there. Gotcha. Alright, and we are not prepared, and she is fully healed again, so absolutely we need to load what? I could have sworn that we quick saved, but apparently we didn't, and that's a little annoying. Ay, ay, ay. Fuck. Okay, look, we're just gonna try it. We're gonna try to run in here and try to fight the dragon. I don't think it's gonna go well for us. Don't let her set the tower on fire. I must learn more about this place and study the books that are inside. I will do... Well, that is not what I wanted to do. Is everybody dead already? No, hey, we didn't all die. Nice. Okay.
Simply business.
I will resist.
No glory without risk.
Specifically, what we want to try to do is we want to try to put up this. Okay. Yeah. want to reduce your AC. Still actually doable.
Victory is worth the pain.
Oh. The fucking fear effect. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
Prepare yourself.
We don't have trucing or anything like that this time. Yeah.
Into the fray!
He is badly injured. There's the possibility. Sela's down. Missed because of concealment. Feared. Okay.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Nope. Alright. Yeah, fuck it. Not gonna... We had a chance, maybe we were gonna get lucky. Not gonna ram our head against the wall on that. I fucked myself by accidentally not saving. Is what it is. We will do the same things. Hopefully not have any issues progressing forward. Failed. Rolled a 2. Sharp splintering of rocks. Greyboar catches, falls like a stone's... Okay. And failed. Oh. So that's what happens.
They will break against
It's fine. It is what it is. We'll get a again, we need a buff cycle. The game's being particularly annoying as far as that type of thing goes. Someone's on the road. Yeah, we're doing that again. Nice. Okay, so we made it down the mountain. And I am definitely going to save. Quick saved.
We will win this war.
Felt like I did that previously, but...
We'll win this, one way or the other.
A bright future.
Get on the
awaits us.
horse. Okay. That is going to be the end of this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time for more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Had to think what game I was playing. Oops.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.